Saturday passed. I ran a 21k. Well, it was actually pretty solid. Train actually took training a bit more seriously this time. Done like started training the 24th of December. Yeah, started training from the 24th of December last year, right? And done a few runs, a few 5s, couple of 10s. But the whole goal in mind was to actually just run like sub 2 hours for 21k. So I think that's a good time. Sub 2 hours, like an hour 57, right? So that's the goal, hour 57. Anyway, kept training, kept running. Was gassed out each and every single time. What the shit? Was gassed out each and every time. But afterwards, it's like it got a bit better as things went on. I was excited about that because the more I done it, the better I felt also afterwards. They speak about the runner's high. I never knew what the runner's high was, because to me it was just like, okay, let's run, let's get it done with, because we're gonna feel happy afterwards. We feel happy before, so at some point we're gonna feel happy in the beginning or in the middle or at the end while we're running. But we move, we have a goal in mind. Building experience, that's the whole objective, right? Anyway, fast forward, got to the Hoka off, right? So Friday morning, got to train a few more peoples, then went to work, finished work a bit earlier, and then I left, right? So I went earlier to have to go pick up my parcel. What is it? Race number shit. Anyway, went, got my number. I got so excited. So excited I actually went and visited my family, my brother. I stayed like so close to where I was supposed to pick it up. Anyway, told him all about it, and then I told him my goals, like around 157. If I do something better than that, great. If I go a bit slower, I understand, and I have more work I need to put in, right? Anyway, we're moving to the next day. Now, keep in mind, I have no idea what's going on in town these days, because there's always something going on in town. I mean, when I went to go pick up the race number, right? There was a Ramadan lifestyle expo going on. Okay, first time experiencing it. Dope. The morning, I'm like, I was supposed to meet up with my brother, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna meet up with you, bro. Because if I meet up with you, then I'm definitely gonna come late, and I'm gonna sit in traffic. Because I start running at like 6:30 in the morning. Then I messaged the man, listen here, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna go straight. Hopefully I can see you afterwards or something like that, you know. Drive straight through to town, and as I'm driving to town, bro, yo, just I was so lucky because they started cordoning off like the on-ramp going to Waterfront, nee? Turns out they were busy filming, and I was like, yo, I got to see a small bit of the filming and the whatnot, and the old gadgets and the cars and that moves so lang paal that hangs over and whatnot. It was not pretty cool. Anyway, so that was a bullet that I missed, that I dodged. And then found my parking, and then prayed. I was like, yo, asseblief, help me out, because yo, to sacrifice the bit, obviously we need to sacrifice more, but we have a bigger goal at the end of the day, a bigger goal that I need to work towards, and I'm like really hoping that I can actually get it done. So anyway, time kept on ticking. Started putting on my number on, my sweater, putting my clothes on, putting my shoes on, and then I got like moose nervous. I got so nervous to the point of I started actually getting anxious. And at anxious, normally I would get excited, but then that anxiousness took over because I don't know what's gonna happen. Never done this route. Same like last year. There's a few routes I never done, but last year I was really like in the stride of working out, man. But now this time it's like completely new perspective, new journey, new goals, setting myself a target. Because last year I was just running for the pure fun of it, right? So I'm like taking shit like actually a bit more serious. Obviously I need to ramp it up more, like I said. So, and I'm like, nah. So I started speaking to myself. I'm like, listen here, bruh, you done so good. You done a lot of work. In the time being, you got your workouts in, you got your nutrition in, you got your runs in, you rested when you need to rest, things like that, spend some time with some family and shit like that, right? Anyway, started walking to the line, or to the start line, and then I was like looking around and I'm like, yo, here's the elements or this like hyper alpha flies or whatever the names and stuff is called, and I was like, damn, it's like, yo, mensen look fast. It's like, yo, how am I gonna, this mensen probably gonna run away from me. And I'm like, yo, when I come last year now, I'm gonna do so cack. And then I was thinking to myself, like, listen, man, breathe, go catch your stretch, go do what you need to do. And this is like all things that happen in my mind now, you know? And as I'm like doing this, like my resting beach face is on, but then that's just me, my concentration mode. So now I'm like, okay, let's go warm up. Started warming up and whatnot, started feeling a bit more better, started speaking to myself like, listen now, we're starting to hype each other up now. It's like, when I'm saying each other, it's myself and that other bra who's gonna talk to me later. So, you know, just feeding krag na onion. Because that other bra later, I'm gonna need him to like tell me, listen, yeah, bro, you got this, push through. We spoke about this earlier, and, you know, just remind me things like that. So anyway, spoke, and yeah, started getting warm and whatnot, and then time started ticking, and it's like, okay, now it's cool. Listen here, it's time now. We need to go stand in line. Got in line, and like my heart started just like poof, 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 poof. Anyway, there was music. I think Sister Bettina was playing. Was it Sister Bettina? I think so. But anyway, I started jolling on the line. It was like just like popping my head. It's like moving it, and then gun went off. Started the timer, and off we went. Now, for me now, from my experience, for me, this is what it is for me now. Started at 6:30 pace, and then we moved from there. I'm like, okay, great. As I'm running, I see a few people that I know. It's like, oh, okay. Do I talk to these people now, or do I conserve my energy? And I'm like, nah, conserve your energy, my guy. It's nice that you see these people, but I just can't want to talk to you either. Because everyone's in their own mood, man. Everyone's in their own space. Because, one thing I've realized is when you're actually gonna go on a run, if you're not there to talk to anyone, or you come with someone that you're gonna talk to while running, don't bother that person until they are done. I mean, you can say good luck and whatnot, well wishes, because obviously you have to always do well wishes, because you don't want to wish any bad on anyone, and you want everyone to like finish injury free, and actually from start to finish you want no DNFs. Anyway, time went on, and it's like, okay, first 5 kilometers, I mean, I'm feeling good, lungs is feeling alright, and then I just thought to myself like, bruh, we're running on the prom right now, because it took place in Cape Town. And I'm like thinking to myself like, I always wanted to run on the prom, and yeah, we're running on the prom. It's like, God answered your prayers, my guy. I was like, okay, now it's cool, we're running here, let's go. I started smiling, it sort of just dropped my shoulders, just ran just with my legs, and it's like, it probably looked weird. It's like this big ass, weird ass dude, it's just running like this with the shoulders down, and, it's like, it's full of shit. It's like cocky, and it's like, it's really not. It's like, because my shoulders get mood sore, because I tense up when, I start stressing. So, like, trying to keep myself as relaxed as possible, and then, trying to get some flow jokes going. I got no flow jokes, it's like, I was mood for serious, and I'm like, nah, man, bruh, take a look around. There's men's here, there's running, there's enjoying. I was even meant I was playing music, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna vibe with this place, so bitchy. And then all of a sudden, I sort of started vibing with this, and then all of a sudden, I started pulling away, and I'm like, yeah, where are we going now, man? Man. It's like, nah, we're just pulling away now each and every time. I'm like, shit, okay, it's fine. Started picking up pace. Kilometer 7, picked up pace. I started off with a 6:30, right? Once I looked, I was doing a 5:50, and I'm like, bro, we're supposed to be chilling, man. We're supposed to be chilling like for the first 10 kilometers, and then we pick it up again from there. But apparently my legs couldn't like deal with it. My body is just like got into its rhythm, and it's like, okay, now we're moving now. Anyway, we're going, and we get to the water point. We get to my first water point. My first water point that I actually wanted some electrolytes, and I got some electrolytes, and I'm like, yo, okay, shot. I'm gonna remember you. You are my benchmark each and every time. Come for electrolytes. We are moving here because I had gels in my pocket already, but you know, if I can just rely on the electrolytes that they give, then why not? And use one gel. Yo, greatness. Anyway, running, and I'm just seeing like here elements. I'm like, yo, we're all gathered here for one common goal: to start the run, or to walk it, to start and to finish. Right? Your main aim is to actually do your best of your capability to actually get the time that you wanted, or actually just finish. Right? Because there's elites, there's your profession, there's your fit people, your slightly fit people, your beginners, right? Everyone has a common goal, man, and it's actually pretty dope that you get to be surrounded by like a notion like that, man. And yeah, man, I enjoyed it. And the best thing about it is, it's so legit that you come to the point of realization where you just keep moving, man, and that gives you kracht again at the end of the day, just to like, okay, now it's cool, I got this, I actually got this, we can move, and yeah, we can actually get somewhere. Anyway, started running, I'm like, okay, now it's cool, I'm getting more and more into my stride, first 10 kilometers passes, and I'm like, okay, nah, solid. Yo, 10.5, we're halfway, and then I started speaking to myself, like, my bro, how are we doing here, are we doing alright? At this point, we didn't stop, bro. We didn't stop running. I was like, bro, are we still alright? Yes, I am. Your lungs alright? Yes. Legs alright? Yes. And I'm like checking in with every body part here now that's like most vital. And I'm like, okay, now it's cool. Yo, we're moving. Alright, get it done. Let's go. And I'm going for the double loop now. I'm going for my second lap. But now as I'm going for the second lap, yo, I see this gebouwde, bro. I was like, yo, my bro, this one, yo, you look quiet, bro. He sees me, I look at him, I'm like, yo, I greeted him, waved, and then, I just looked and he gave me this eye, and then I was like, shit, homie's about to cherry pick me right now. I'm like, bro, I don't mind right now if you cherry pick me right now. Yo, that's alright, you're gonna pass me, it means you have better running style endurance than me. I'm just like, yo, I think this is like my 5th or my 6th one that I'm actually doing now. Right? I'm a rookie. You know, I was fit in a different form of fitness, but now I'm learning to be fit in this form of fitness. So, completely different disciplines, and I am here for this experience. But anyway, moving, going on, and here this homie comes past, and I'm just like, yo, salute, bro. I'm like, okay, running. Now, as I'm running, but now, see, I spoke to my client this one day, and I told her, like, listen here, I have a feeling I'm going to see people with a 60 checkers onesie, and lo and behold, in front of me, 2 ladies cruising on a run, 60, jumpers, onesies, anyway, that whole thing. And I'm just like laughing, and it's like, okay, now that was the comedy relief that I needed now, and it's like, okay, now cool, reset, and we're moving again. And I'm looking at my time, and it's like, yo, we're hour 20 in, and we're actually making good pace, right? We're actually making really good pace. And I got this gedachte where it's like, yo, maybe we can do like a sub 50, 1 hour 50 sub. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't have thought of that, because now I'm going to push for it. We can do it, and lo and behold, they started pushing for it now again. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, bro, why don't you just stick to your plan, man? And I'm like, yeah, I know we're sticking to the plan. But now as we're sticking to the plan, do we actually want to stick to that plan? I'm thinking, talk to myself here now. I was like, hey bro, relax, do what you need to do. Hour 57, that's our goal, and we're moving. Slow down. I'm like, okay, fine, we're slowing down. Slowed down, kept on running, but now, yeah, this uncle is like 55, man. He had like the 55 on there on his running vest. It's like, okay, now it's cool. This is a veteran right here. I'm gonna chill here with this uncle. Uncle's running easy pace, and I'm starting to die, and I'm starting to actually get tired here now. I'm like dying me in my cone. Anyway, all of a sudden, yeah, this uncle, there's like a few people that like we came up to a few people that like all in a forming out like a line, man. But now it's like 1 year, 1 day, 1 year, 1 day, and the only way that you can actually do it is if you like, you know, sidestep and like get past everyone. Don't this uncle literally just open up his legs, poof, stride away from me. I'm like, yo, me bro, I can't even do that shit right now. This is like, yo, if I do that, I'm gonna get a milk stick, then I'm gonna start walking. So now I'm like, okay, listen here, uncle, as long as you're like in my view, then we're still fine, then I'm still fine, man. Uncle moves past the people, I move past the people. Now I'm heading back to town with him now. As I'm running back to town, my uncle just starts opening up his legs a bit more. I'm like, yes, like it, yeah, uncle. That's fine. I'm gonna walk my first stint here now. After 15 kilometers, not 15, 16 kilometers, I walked for the first time. And I was like, yo, firstly, well done. 15 kilometers. We ran 15 kilometers consistently where we couldn't actually do that in the past. Gave myself brownie points, pat on the back and whatnot. And I was looking, now salute. Yo, we got this. Mistake. I did not know what was coming next. Yeah. Anyway, now I'm going on. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Yo, we got this. Running. Started running again. Ran for another kilometer. Yeah, I had to stop again. I had to walk again. I'm like, yo, my lungs is moving. I'm like, yo, bro, relax your breathing, bro. Relax your breathing. The water point is just here. I'm like, yo, and the sun is just moving in my eyes, in my uncles. I already have naturally small eyes, though. This is how it normally looks. If I have like piercing and open here now, it was with effort. I'm like, yo, bro, I have to do that cack now also. So I'm like, yo, I can't look down. If I look down, then I can't see where I'm going, and I'm just gonna run into people. So now I'm like forced to look into the sun as I'm running back to Cape Town. Now I'm running. I'm like, can I ever deal with this cack now anyway? It's fine. Dealt with it, kept on running. I'm like, okay, here we go. We're getting somewhere. Water point, dank je toch. Electrolytes. Moers reported the electrolytes. Got the electrolytes, got the water. But now I made a mistake, man. I drank, and then I walked too long. I walked a solid minute longer than what I was supposed to. And I think that's where everything like tanked for me. I wasn't supposed to walk that long. I was supposed to get it in, slick, get going again. Now, eventually I start moving, start get going. Oh, English, words, come on my guy. Anyway, keep going. And then, I was like, yo, we're running on the last stick of the prom. Here by the Sashel garage. And we're getting, the Shell garage. So yeah, someone named the wrong garage also. The Shell garage. We get there. Now I'm like, okay, we're almost home. Just bite 8 a bit more, and then we'll be fine. But each and every time, at 2 pivotal points, my parents was there, you know. I was not, they said they were going to come and support. I was not expecting, I thought I was going to see them at the finish line, man. But they got me along the road. And every time I got them along the road, and I was like, yo, I felt like a reliever, man. I was like, yo, support, salute. I can push on now, man. So now, I saw them twice already, and I told them, listen, now I'm going to see you at the finish line. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, yo, we're pushing for the finish line. And that like gave me a bit of extra drive, man. Because now I'm going to see my mates at the finish line. I'm like, yo, ek soek my mates. Anyway, moving, and then that like started, you know, gave me like that boost that I needed. Ran again, and then I had to walk again. But this time, luckily, it was a lot more shorter, right? So, got it done, and I'm like sweating me in my cone. I'm dripping from my hair. Normally, I have like a bit more high top. This time I cut it really short because I know I was gonna sweat, eyebrows, beard, sweating down here, droplets everywhere, sweating from my sleeves, my shorts. Literally everything is like soaking wet, soaking wet. And I'm running, and I'm like, yo, this is mad. And the hour 49 is like slipping away from me. The sub 1 hour 50 is slipping away from me, and I'm like, listen, just make peace with it. We was probably gonna do like a 155 or 157, like we originally agreed to, and then I'm like, okay, now it's cool. We're gonna leave it there. And as I made peace with that, I came to the last 2 kilometers, and something in my mind just like told me like, listen here, bruh, you came so far. Why would you want to do that now? Listen here, you don't have to sprint. Just pick up your pace slightly, get good strides, get that rhythm, shoulders relaxed, and then, as soon as I done that, the pace picked up. I started running the last 2 kilometers like a 4-minute odd pace. And I'm like, what is happening? Are we gonna be able to maintain this? And I'm just like moving, and all of a sudden, as soon as I started doing that, my hamstrings sort of was like, hey, master, like, don't go so hard, man. We almost there, man. I'm gonna pull myself. And I'm like, listen here, tough shit. Put your feelings in your pocket. We're gonna get it done, and we're gonna go from there. As soon as I said that, don't I get a milk steak, bruh. I'm like, man, I'm like, why is this always so at the end, man? But anyway. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep pushing on. Now I'm doing deep breathing now. I'm using all my techniques and breathing in through the nose and out the mouth, and I'm using my belly to actually get oxygen in. And the more I'm doing that, it's starting to like subside a bit, man. I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere now. Now I'm like, okay, now salute. Cherry picking people going past, and in my mind I'm like, okay, now I'm doing a 155. I'm gonna get there 155, be happy. We actually ran faster than what we actually what we wanted, which is obviously the 157, right? Anyway, I saw the finish line and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna stop now. I'm gonna pick up the pace even more now. Hey, don't I start lifting up my knees, and I'm doing like a Bambi run here now, and I'm pumping my arms, and I'm like, am I a 400-meter specialist right now? I'm like, I'm just moving here now. And I'm like, okay, listen here, we're gonna die. If we die, we're gonna die at the end. You're gonna lay on your back, you're gonna get your oxygen back, it's fine, do it at the end. Don't cut out now. You got this, bro. And I'm just moving it now, onion. As I get to the line, I'm like, yes, the line is just there, and I'm like feeling like, bruh, it's the last few steps, am I gonna make it? And I'm like, fuck your feelings, bruh, again. Poof, crossed that finish line. Stopped the watch, stopped everything, and I looked at the timer and I was like, that is not right. Like the official timer, and I was like, nah, that timer's not right, man. I'm gonna check on mine. But as I was about to check, I got my name was called, and then as soon as I looked up, I started smiling again, and I was like, it's my father standing at the line. I was like, the finish line, and I'm like, Daddy. They're like, what the shit, I made it. He was like, I never seen that man so proud in my life. That man, he couldn't stop smiling. He was like, you ran 21 kilometers, my guy. And I'm like, I know. And I'm like, gassed out. So he's like, I can see. And then I saw my mother, and it was like, she hugged me also now again. And the three of us hugged, and it was like a group hug. And I was like, okay, nah, I'm happy now. I'm happy. I told him, like, nah, wait, I'm gonna come around to you guys. As soon as I came around, I hugged him again. And then they looked at me, and I looked at myself, and I'm like tripping even more. I literally created a whole puddle around me, bro. A whole ass puddle. But anyway, sat down and I started stretching immediately, like doing dynamic stretches and static stretches. And then, don't they come take photos of me as I'm like, was he stretching and I'm sweating me in my mood. And I'm like, okay, that was cool. Then I'm like, smile. I think of medal in my hands, smiling here and whatnot. And then, I got some water. They gave me a bit of water. They gave me a bit of Coke. I even got some sweets from my mom's. And we spoke, and I was like, happiness. And then I looked at my time, and I was like, we actually ran a mad time. We actually made a PB because of that. I was like, well done, bro. Well done. Your uithou vermoë is actually getting better. I'm not great at the Afrikaans, but I'm getting there. It's getting better. And I'm like, well done. Mental high five. And then I actually done like a actual round the world high five for myself to self five. And I was like, man. And I thought to myself, like, bruh, listen here. If you continue to do the basics, eat better, actually go train, do your 3 runs, do your training, go out and make other people strong mentally and physically. Yo, bruh, sky's the limit. And I mean, the way I felt afterwards is like, I want everyone to actually experience that. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this the next one. And the next one is coming up 9 Feb. That is the next one. It's the versus run. So yeah, so now I'm gonna train for that. And today is like the first day I'm actually gonna do some form of physical training, because Sunday I done some active resting and done a hike, and I was completely depleted afterwards. Once I got to the summit of where I actually wanted to be, I was in between nature and I was tired, man. I was annoyed because I was supposed to get to a waterfall, and then I didn't get to the waterfall, and I was like, yeah, I'm cut full now. I just want to sit down, I want to be part of nature, gather my thoughts, and then take things again from there. So, and I did that, and I was thankful that I actually got there. Because once I got down, I was like, okay, now it's cool. I accomplished something big now again, and then I'm right, man. Anyway, Monday came, and I was like, nah, Monday I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just going to relax. Saw my brother then, and then yeah, just completely relaxed. And now today, I was supposed to work out at work, but then obviously work started working, and then yeah, so I'm gonna do some physical activity now. I'm gonna do a CrossFit session now. So yo, wish me luck, good luck, brother. And then yeah, I mean, the more I give some affirmations to myself, the more I'm gonna believe, the more I am believing. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep on doing it, man. And the best thing ever, that's the best part. So yo, getting stronger. I feel like I'm not getting stronger, but it seems like I am getting stronger once I pull out what I'm supposed to do on the day. And yeah, man, yeah, I'm excited where this journey is going. I'm gonna keep uploading my small documentaries up on IG, my workouts on TikTok, just for the memory journal. It's purely just memory journals. If it does inspire one person to like start working out again, then I've done my job, because it's not like you can't not do it. Doesn't matter at what physical point you are. You can start walking, you can start running. Okay, no, start walking. Once you get fitter and stronger, then start running. But if you are someone that actually has been running or working out before, just get back into it, man. And you are the best project to actually invest in again at the end of the day. So yeah, man. And also, yo, love yourself so much that you believe, you become your number one fan, man. Honestly, I'm becoming that number one fan now for myself, more and more each and every single day. So, and I used to be so moody. I mean, I'm still just a bit more moody. I'm still a bit moody, but a lot less than what I used to be. So, yo, there is change happening. My body's changing, and I'm happy about that too. So, yo, I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep going on. I'm gonna keep ticking off goals, and my goals is something not easy, and I have a feeling I'm gonna see it through one way or another. I'm gonna get through it, and if you're watching this, I guess you're along for the ride, man. Experience my emotional highs, experience my emotional lows, experience everything, man. And that's way more important than money, way more important than, pleasing other people. But investing in yourself and in your experience, in your purpose, that's exciting. I'm getting excited now thinking about it. And I'm getting hyped up now to actually go work out. So yeah, anyway, love you, my guy. Have a liquor session. I'll see you again. On to the next adventure. Let's go.